Have you ever said, I keep attracting the same type of person, or I keep ending up in the same kind of environment, and wondered why? I've been there too. And some of the best advice I've got when I was talking about finding a new partner, a new community, or just being more aligned with people was this: you attract what you used to attract. Not always consciously, not always intentionally, but the energy you put out, the standards you accept, the way you see yourself, and the life you are currently aligned to, all of it speaks before you even say a word. A lot of times, the energy we put out is the energy that comes back to us. Now, I want to be clear. This is not about blaming yourself for every person or situation that has entered your life. Life is a lot more complicated than that. It's more about the responsibility. Because if you want to attract something different, a healthier relationship, a stronger community, better friendships, better opportunities, the first step is not just searching harder. The first step is getting clear. Clear on who you are, clear on what you value, and clear on what kind of life you actually are trying to build. Because it's next to impossible to find something with the same values as you if you are not clear on your own. If you don't know what matters to you, almost anything can look good in the moment. Attention can look like connection, excitement can look like alignment, comfort can look like love, status can look like security. And sometimes we use the wrong things to attract the right people. If you use money to attract people, you may attract people who are focused on money. If you use image to attract people, you may attract people who are focused on image. If you use performance to attract people, you may only attract people who know the version of you that performs. But if you lead with authenticity, values, honesty, curiosity, and the life you are actually trying to live, you give the right people the chance to recognize you. And that's where the alignment starts. At Life's Not Small Coaching, one of the things I believe deeply is that you are the subject matter expert of your own life. That means the answers are not always outside of you. Sometimes the work is slowing down long enough to ask, what do I actually value? What kind of people make me feel more like myself? What kind of environments help me grow? What standards am I no longer willing to negotiate? What energy am I bringing into rooms, relationships, and conversations? Because once you know what you value, your decisions get clearer. You stop chasing every connection. You stop shrinking yourself just to be accepted. You stop confusing being chosen with being aligned. And you start building a life that naturally puts you around people who care about similar things. That does not mean everyone will be exactly like you. They shouldn't be. But shared values matter. They are the foundation. They help you build relationships where you don't have to constantly explain why honesty matters, why growth matters, why peace matters, why consistency matters, and why accountability matters. When you know your values and you live in alignment with them, you become easier for the right people to find. So instead of asking, why can't I find the right people? Try asking, am I clear on who the right people are for the life I'm building? And am I living in a way that helps us actually meet? Because sometimes the goal is not to become more attractive to everybody. Sometimes the goal is to become honest, more aligned, more visible to the people who are already meant to recognize you. This is how you attract what you actually want. By not pretending, performing, or trying to become whatever gets the most attention, but by knowing yourself, honoring your values, and building a life that reflects the kind of people, love, and community you're trying to welcome in. If this is home, I want you to take 1 minute today and write down 3 values you want your relationship or community to reflect. Not what sounds impressive, not what other people expect, what actually matters most to you. If you want support getting clear on that, I offer a free 15-minute chat where we can talk about whatever is important to you, what you're trying to build, or what alignment could look like in this next season of life for you. You can reach out through Life's Not Small Coaching, and we can set up a simple conversation, or just drop a comment and I'll reach out. Also, I'd love your feedback. What is one value you are trying to live more fully right now? Drop it in the comments or send a message. Your answer might help someone else feel less alone in figuring out what really matters. Always remember, whatever you want to do in life, don't do it small.